Hello friends, welcome to Tyranny of Dragons. I am Matthew, and I will be your host and GM for tonight's game. Joining me around my virtual table tonight are Xtina, Kenny, and Steven. Say hi.
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 Now, before we begin today's game, we have a few announcements to get through, starting with our sponsor, XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely. You can blur, remove the background entirely, or even put up your favorite picture as your background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the chats and shows. You can also keep up to date on everything we do here on the Random Rhapsody Network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_rhapsody, and on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody. And those are our announcements. Now join us as we return to the world of Loroupa and investigate a draconic cult wreaking havoc throughout Hyrulean. Oh, I forgot to... And we're back. So, if you don't know already, the way we do our recaps here is we offer up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for one free reroll to whoever does it. Which means if I do it, I get the coin. And you guys want me to have that today?
No.
No? So, who wants to do it?
I would love to.
Alright, then
It's
give it
been
a go.
several weeks. All right. Well, last time on TOD. Okay, that was bad. Anyway, we're exploring a cave. Griffin started the session by feeling the spirit of Biff violently leave his body and inhabit Vivian instead. Piloted by Scruffy, which was fantastic. But we managed to keep the ox alive. We finished beating down another half-dragon. Just opened a treasure chest with no problems. Found some loot.
No problems at all.
None. I then proceeded to explore more of the cave, where we found a cavern with a talking rock that had tentacles. And we made best buddies with it, and it killed all the monsters in the cave. And now we have 3 dragon eggs of some variety that, because the ox is still alive, we are attaching to the ox. And yeah, we're deciding what to do next. We've cleared the area except for the talking rock that is our best friend, and we'll probably be taking that with us too, definitely for sure. And that's it. That's what happened.
Talking rock is gone. I hate to tell you.
He took off for the food that we did not tell him where it was. We were like, hey man, help us kill these things and we'll tell you where this free food is. He's like, bet. He killed the things and then he's like, alright, cool, bye. I'm like, alright then.
That is what happened, isn't it?
You're like getting home and realizing you left your kid at the grocery store, like, oh crap, that was the whole point of this.
Oh no.
To be fair, there is a significant pile of kobolds much closer.
Dragonlings.
We have not been peaceful coming into this cave except for like the very start. Everything since then. We talked our way past the entrance, and it's just been blood and destruction since then.
We were nice to a singular man.
Yeah.
Got hit by some fungus, and we're like, alright, fuck this place.
It's the shrooms, man. Also, unfortunately, Dyto will not be with us tonight. So, I believe Steve will be piloting Venus as Biff.
Yeah, Vivian aggressively regains control of her body as Biff's spirit leaves her body. Or whatever we're going with.
You've been struggling for the past 20 minutes with this entity just taking control of your mind.
Just
You
distressed.
finally regain control as you see that spirit of Biff leave you and enter Venus.
Just distressed ox noises.
I have it in my head that Venus is just sitting there, is possessed by Biff, and then immediately goes, "Moo! Oh, I'm back. I'm back."
Basically.
So yeah, you guys are currently in that small chamber with the three dragon eggs that have been left to incubate for however long dragon eggs incubate. Who knows?
Man, I
Fresh
do
blood
really hope...
stains across the floors, fresh and old. Seems like they were feeding something down here at some point. But what would you guys like to do now that you have a moment to catch your breath and?
This is the only time I want to see a dragonling, but I do think I could kill one with an egg. It's gonna be fucking heavy. Kind of like
I
tossing
do
one out
actually
like a
want
rock.
to hatch one.
I don't know about that one, Chief. That seems like a bad idea.
It's just a baby. It's fine.
What's the worst that can happen?
That's alarming from the narrator.
It's just a baby.
The cameraman is talking.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna put up the fourth wall. Let me rebuild.
Yeah.
Just plaster that on really quick.
Anyone know how to tell how far along these eggs are? Like, is this imminent hatching or like?
I feel like we could ask our druid. However,
Maybe. So, like equipment and stuff can either like become part of the animal or it can just be like on the animal. As a druid, you kind of like decide it for yourself. So I imagine there's like a pack that just kind of appears on Vivian's back that was not there on Viviox before. And Viviox is like kind of like leaning backwards, like digging through this pouch, like My Little Pony style, and then pulls out a candle with her mouth. And she kind of holds the candle out to you.
I would like to ask you to describe the process of this pack emerging from Ox Vivian.
It just rises up like it's clipping.
It just like magically forms out of the fur, and then it just kind of descends back into her body.
Oh no!
You just see like just the fur like bulge up a little bit before boop, a pack appears.
Yeah.
With the little pop sound. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit
100%.
sparkles, you know.
Oh, yeah, gotta have a little magical girl element to it, for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Of
the
course, of course.
sparkles. Yeah.
What druid isn't a magical girl, honestly?
By definition, they are.
They do have the transformations.
Yeah. But yeah, she's holding out this like candle to you guys. Because I assume that
Oh.
they'd have something as simple as a candle in their bags.
I don't know what that means.
Griffin looks from the candle to his torch to the candle, and he has an intelligence of 10. So he goes, "Huh?"
Wait, 10 is average intelligence. I have 6. I have an excuse to not know what this is.
If you take too long,
just sloshing it around next to his ear, seeing if he can hear it jiggle.
if you guys take too long though, she eventually kind of grabs the candle back gently, goes and just is gonna light it with your torch, and then will lean down next to the egg with the candle to candle the egg.
We should cook it.
I'm saying.
And she kind of stomps her foot a little bit, like that is not what she meant.
We got 3 eggs. We can spare one for an omelet.
Someone here, please make an insight check.
Oh no! Griffin understands. He's just being Griffin.
Oh, okay.
Murzol does not understand. He's just being Murzol.
Alright.
And that's on a pirate ship. There's not many instances where you need to check an egg.
True.
You
can't
just
imagine
sorta hope
handling
it's-
eggs very often.
Nah.
So
maybe it's just
what
it's just
Griffin-
me who doesn't understand then.
When you have like chicken eggs and stuff, it's called candling. Usually you can do it with like a flashlight or a phone light. You hold it up underneath the egg and you can see how far developed it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Griffin would be country enough to know exactly what's being implied here.
I ain't country enough. Yeah, if you want to, you can make a nature check to see how far along the eggs are.
Okay. I'll make it. But can I have assistance from the ox? Because of the whole candle thing that just happened.
I'm trying to decide how much a wild-shaped druid into an ox can help with this. Sure.
Ox vantage.
I do maintain my like mental statistics. I think it's just my physical
you're
statistics
just-
that are replaced. So.
You're just, not the most dexterous as an ox.
Right.
You know?
Griffin.
That's an egg.
You ain't got no clue.
Oh my god.
It's a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel as though we may lose the ox on on knowledge needed alone.
It says, this is what does it. Is the...
Nah.
The fir-
They're eggs. We can figure it out when we get out of here.
Griffin will take out his bedroll and wrap up one of the eggs.
Right.
But other than that, he's just hands off. Eggs are attached to Ox Vivian.
I will shake the candle out so it is not currently lit anymore, and then like again the pack just kind of a scent like arises from her body. She throws it back in there, and then it goes back down into her body.
Weirdest way to do that.
Horrifying.
Alright. I'm moving their hallway back up these stairs.
So
If we
you're
wanna.
taking the eggs with you then?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are we taking all of them or just some of them?
Yeah, how many are you taking?
All 3.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Why would we not? Why would we not take all of them?
I just want
Look,
them.
man.
I'm an ox.
Damn.
Right.
I'm
We
just
have a beast
carrying
of
them right
burden
now.
that Actually, yeah. Which you said they were like 100 and something pounds, right? Like these are freaking
150
heavy
pounds
eggs.
each.
Yeah,
they're,
that's absurd.
They're 3 feet tall and 150 pounds each. So these things are dense. But
A lot of protein.
With Murzol and Griffin combined, can easily, lift him up, wrap him up, and then the ox is just a unit and carry weight. And then I guess since you're technically carrying the items, they can merge into your form.
Nice. That won't be a problem.
Yeah, that's... When we said incubating, this is not...
You put the eggs into the pack and it just shifts down into the form, and it's kind of horrifying.
I'm just gonna schlorp in there.
Not schlorp. Not that noise.
Slurp, slurp.
Yeah.
Griffin is watching in silent horror. Just
So she gets to eat an egg, but because I want to and I can't just fucking pull it. I don't. You know what? Bullshit.
I don't ever want to eat an egg like that.
All I'm saying is it's unfair. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, Murzol's just leaving.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
follow.
so fair. You guys make your way back into the little carved out temple room to this dragon queen, whoever she might be. And then there's one path that you haven't explored through there.
Well, you guys want to head down the path we haven't explored? Man, it looks like it gets time.
So
I
Griffin
don't know
wants
if you're
to
gonna
just
sit
check
down
in.
there.
What's up, Griffin?
There's all these barriers to the ox existing, and we're just looking for an excuse. We can find a way. No, Griffin is gonna check in. All right, what was our goal? Why were we coming in here to begin with? Because we've done a whole lot of murder.
Think collecting info for mutton chops.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mutton Shop sent you to collect info, see if you can get a bead on where they might have taken the loot they stolen from I almost called it the name in the book, from Welterville. He also hired you to destroy any eggs you might find, technically.
Yeah?
Because he was like,
was that technically?
Kind of. He was like,
I
there
don't
might
know
be
about
eggs
that.
back there.
Alright,
He
well,
mentioned
this
there
guy
might
is
be eggs.
awfully wishy-washy on this, so I say we keep the eggs, let them figure it out.
Yeah. You figure as long as cultists don't have the dragon eggs, it might be fine. It must be.
Yeah. But we have found no intel on what they're doing, because we haven't run into a singular human person except for the one we sent away at the beginning.
Okay.
And the
So we do
berserker
actually-
that you killed. Who led
Well-
up here.
Oh, well. Yeah. Well, him and his half-dragon boss weren't exactly down for talking, so...
Yeah, that is fair.
I also may have antagonized him by telling him I was going to paint this church with his guts. But... who's counting?
I sure ain't.
It's 2-0 Murzol. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got this hallway ahead. I do not think Viviox is going to fit through it.
It's
I'm not seeing it.
yeah, the math ain't working with that. It
The
seems
math
to
ain't
be a bit
mathin'.
more. It seems to be a bit more rugged and tight and so Viviox might have some problems.
Viviox also can't really see where she's going, so...
Yeah, Murzol hits
so-
this hallway and then just turns to Viviox with a sad look like, I'm sorry, girl. It's the end of the line for you.
Griffin does have a torch lit because he was having the same problem. So I would say Griffin just sticks next to Viviox.
Okay.
And Venus still has a light spell on her necklace.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you point out that
thing is,
clearly the ox isn't gonna fit, the only thing is that Viviox does have a look of like trepidation for an ox. Like you know, cows are really expressive in their eyes, so it's really all in the eyes. And she's debating how to get this across, but I think what she would do is she kind of like nudges at the pack that again shows up that has like the egg bulge in it.
Oh God! Stop doing that. It's horrifying.
This is the worst, best thing I've ever come up with.
It's awful.
It's the glorp sound every time. Just
she just kind of like points at it with her with her horns, and
yeah. How do we deal with the eggs? Right. That is the magic question.
I can carry 2 of them. It's fine.
Yeah, but there's a not zero chance that we're gonna have to fight some things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I significantly lighten the load by smashing one of the eggs on a guy's head. We were told to maybe, possibly, kinda, sorta, I don't fucking know, destroy him. And if we go, hey, we found 3, we wrecked 1, I don't really think they have a right to be pissed. I see Mutton Chop's running his Mutton Chop's ass down here to collect these eggs, so he don't get really mad if one of them cracked.
Correct. So we break one.
I'm just assuming that dragon eggs have to be somewhat tough because they get sat on by dragons. That's my logic here. They should be able to sustain a little bit.
Yeah, it might not crack even. Which is gonna be even funnier.
Okay. If you smash it, it absolutely will crack. But you know.
So is this like a pillar or a rock that I'm standing near as Viviox?
That is a pillar.
Okay. I think I would probably like go around like the front side of the pillar and sort of like nudge the eggs out and just kind of like roll them towards the side of the pillar so there's sort of like at least one of them is out of sight as best it can be. Before, if I need to, transform out of the ox form back to Vivian. They should be leathery. Oh. That makes sense. If they're
well, yeah, they are reptiles.
They are reptiles.
I have this feeling that we're gonna get through this hallway, and there's gonna be this just gigantic secret door leading to the entrance, and it's just.
I mean, bad news, folks. This does just kind of end. We might have reached the end of this.
As you walk down the hallway, you see that it technically ends, but in the center, like at the end, is a staircase leading, or not staircase, a ladder leading up.
Oh.
Right about that.
Yeah, Vivi, you're definitely done. I don't think cows can do ladders.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to fix my mic. Apparently it's got some issues and Discord's not recognizing my correct one for some reason, so I'm gonna do that really quick.
Because why would Discord work?
I know.
Crazy stuff.
I know. I'm gonna...
Discord did some nonsense.
I'm gonna turn off my video super quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have to reach around my computer and figure out what's going on.
This break has been brought to you by something. I didn't have a bit prepared.
Yeah, I can honestly quickly go on the break screen while we're fixing this. Back.
Yeah.
Hi, we're back. Tech issues have been potentially resolved. Hopefully.
See.
Yeah, so you guys as you are walking down this the corridor tunnel, you end up at a ladder that goes up. When you look above the ladder, you can see that there's like something covering the top of it, like a carpet or trapdoor or something. But,
Oh wait, do I have my regular Vivian character? Do I need to drag and drop her? Delete the ox?
oh yeah, I think Vivian's still in the void.
Can I just drag and drop her? Will that work? Yeah.
Oh.
There she is.
And can I delete the ox?
There she is, Miss Universe.
I can get
Yeah,
rid
so-
of the void Vivian as well.
There's two of me.
This is getting
Oh.
out of hand.
Vivian, what are you doing with the eggs, by the way?
Oh yeah, so she had like rolled one of them behind that pillar, so it'd at least be hidden. And then Murzol had said he was going to carry two of them, so I think that she leaves one of them easily accessible for Murzol to be able to grab.
Yeah, Murzol will carry two, and then I think Griffin can carry the other one.
I can only carry one. With my current equipment, I can only carry one.
Yeah, that's why Murzol
Without
has the
all
other
the
two.
stuff. Yeah. So I could carry it.
Sure.
I worry about taking it into a combat situation.
So my question is, how are you carrying these things? These things are, small child-sized.
Just put them in the backpack. I can shove a kid in a backpack, don't you worry. Don't ask me how I know, but I can.
Griffin would like to gently suggest we just leave them there.
Just like throw a top over them or something. I don't know.
You can throw a kid in a backpack.
Here's what we'll do. We'll hide the 3 eggs underneath the bodies of the berserker and the half dragon.
We are in that room, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Still a little warmth in these bodies, keep them warm.
I don't know if that's how that works, but sure.
The bodies are.
Do any of us know how
not-
dragon eggs work?
Not really.
You can,
Exactly.
you can make
Maybe.
you can make a nature check to see if you know.
I can't.
No, you can't. Griffin has no clue. The rest of you.
I'll try. We'll see. 15.
Yeah. Vivian, now
That is
that
a
you're
shockingly low nature bonus.
Oh yeah, no, she's not a nature druid. She's a pay attention and learn shit druid.
now that you're not in your ox form, you can kind of get a closer look at these dragon eggs. You would know that they definitely need to be kept, relatively warm for to keep incubating. The bodies probably wouldn't be enough to keep them warm, but it's not like you keep them. It's not like you stop keeping them warm for 5 seconds and they are just dead. And,
So way less fragile than chicken eggs. Got it.
yeah.
So yeah, she's like,
You would also be able to, as you're looking at these, you'd be able to tell what kind of dragon laid these eggs. Just kind of glancing them, probably candle the egg a little bit. Now that I know what that means. You would be able to tell that. You'd be able to tell these are the eggs of a black dragon. And they probably have a little less than a week to hatch.
oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't think you want to eat these. They are very developed. These only have like a week to go. They're black dragon eggs.
I know what that means.
Griffin rolled a 9 on nature. That's the good kind, right?
No, no, it's not.
Alright, well, we're gonna leave that for Mudchops to figure out.
I'm still gonna hatch one. I'm gonna raise it to be better. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll teach you all the dragon swear words.
I mean, they're
Uh,
kind of mean from what I remember. Kind of really, really mean. Like, they'll insult you so badly. They're so mean.
What beef does
Have
Vivian
you
have
had a
with
lot of
black dragon?
experience?
I think that she's just, like, heard about, like, stories and books that she's read, and it just, like, stuck with her. She's
got
just like,
bullied by
oh
one
no,
in
I never want to
elementary
deal with
school.
that.
Alright, well, let's head up the ladder.
Okay.
I'm kind of sick of stealth, so if somebody's up there, I'm just gonna start swinging.
You guys head up the ladder one by one. As you get to the top, you can see or you realize like there's a thick rug that's covering the top.
Actually, good point. I think Murzol would have the idea to keep one egg, like carry one egg with them as a bargaining chip in case there is somebody important. To be like, we'll smash this.
That's a good plan.
You start climb up the ladder, and you're like, wait a sec.
Oh, I'm having an idea. Everybody slow the fuck down.
I like to think Griffin is like halfway up behind you. He's like, oh, okay, sorry. He has to go all the way back down.
It's a bit
Meanwhile, I'm just
awkward
waiting in
for
the
a
corner.
second.
I'm like, you have an idea? All right. I'm curious what
No.
this is.
I'm taking one of those eggs with me, so in case any like actual important person shows up, we can threaten to smash it.
All right.
But yeah, you
Annoyed with how fucking many of these guys pushovers, so kind of wanted to skip the fight. It's not worth it anymore. He said, nearly beaten to death from the last one.
you climb up the ladder, and I'm guessing you just push past the rug, correct?
Yeah.
All right, fireball. No,
Joke's on you, I got danger sense.
Alright, I'll move you guys over to here. As you make your way to the top of the ladder, you can you can see at the far end of the this room is a woman with short hair and kind of a purple cloak that seems to be marked with the insignia of this cult. She's currently going through a desk in front of her, kind of rolling up some papers before she hears the rug move and looks back at you guys like, oh. And who are you?
Either your worst fucking nightmare or... Yeah, follow up. We're that one.
Pardon?
I have a
didn't catch
question.
that last bit.
Would I be able to roll an insight check? Like, is she just getting some things in order to leave, or is she doing something sneaky and like not where she's supposed to be? Can I do an insight
You can make an insight
check on that?
She's pulling out the gun she has hidden under her desk.
Yeah.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
13's pretty good for Griffin.
Yeah. With a 13 insight, you can tell that she's currently packing up to leave. You also see a moment of recognition in her eyes as she lays eyes on Murzol and then onto the greatsword he has. And there's like a little bit of fear there, almost, and but
I like that look. It's a good look.
you can also tell with that 13 insight, this is probably Frulum, or Fruit of the Loom, whatever you guys want to call her. And yeah, she seems to be just kind of hurriedly packing up the papers in the desk and to leave.
Yeah, you probably want to set that stuff down. We're requisitioning. We're taking your shit.
Griffin
That's,
leans over to Vivian. That's a big word for him. I'm impressed. He's getting better.
Vivian just nods along.
She's just kind of like, right. I don't suppose you're the group that killed Lingdrosa.
I mean, I do not want to discredit my friends here, but it was sort of a solo operation.
You killed him yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and your buddy, who was kind of similar to him, his ass is dead, too.
Right.
I'm starting a very nice pile downstairs at the bottom of this ladder if you want to join it.
You know, I would like not to. Quite honestly.
Seems like we can cut a deal then.
Listen, as much as I agree with this cult's methods and what they're trying to accomplish, I'd rather not die right this second, if it can be avoided. So, yeah, can we cut the deal? Or, whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking you set all that shit down.
Yeah.
We'll let you leave here with, and your weapons. We'll let you leave here with clothes on your back. We're not, barbarians. Well, I am. It's a technical thing, don't worry about it. But yeah, you take your ass, whoever else you got working for you, fuck off. That's it. Leave all your shit behind, fuck off, it's ours now. You get to live. That's the deal.
I think I'll take that deal.
Vivian kind of nudges Griffin a little bit because he's the better one at talking. Should probably ask, like, what the fuck they're doing, too.
Now, Frulam, right? Fran?
Yes.
Frulam? Yeah.
Frulam, yes.
We're going to let you live. Unless you do anything squirrely, in which case we'll kill you horrendously. But I have some questions. Just answer and we can all get on with our day. I'm tired. You're vastly outmatched. So let's just get it done. So Griffin's going to ask a couple of questions. He's going to ask one, where the cult is going next. You've just assaulted this town. You were repelled. You lost some fairly strong fighters, mostly to him. But where are you going next? What's the plan?
Make either a persuasion or intimidation. Either one would work.
Can I have advantage from the presence of Murzol?
If it's intimidation.
Okay, let me find intimidation. Yeah.
Right.
16.
16. She'll just mostly out of what's the word? What is the word? I don't know. Anyway, self-preservation. That's the word. There we go. She will kind of go like, she'll put down her halberd first of all. And she'll go to the desk, roll up a map that's laying out on the table, and will kind of hand it to you guys. The cult is has where's there it is. I believe the cult has gone towards the east, towards Port Hathaway, and is likely to make their way north from there. We
Okay.
don't have any plans to raid Port Hathaway, but more of we have a small base of operations towards that way.
Is she telling the truth?
Insight check.
17.
Yeah. Let me do some things.
Oh no, the DM's doing
Such a good
things.
roll.
Everybody
That's actually an
panic.
average for you.
It's an
That
average
was a
for me, yeah.
10.
Yeah, that's a 10. Like I said, she's the kind of druid that takes notice of things and learns some shit, not the nature-y kind.
You as you're kind of listening to her and just watching her, body movements, you sense that she's telling the truth, but she's kind of, not trying to tell you every single thing, but she's telling the truth.
Okay.
Next question. What was the purpose of this raid? Why here?
Well, mostly because Vanaken doesn't really care for the town very much. It's far away from the capital, and we need treasure and valuables for our Dragon Queen. This just seemed like the best spot to hit so far.
You committed quite a few troops to this.
Yes, well, it's a fairly defended town. You know, we had the numbers for it, so.
Tell me about the Dragon Queen.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use the coin and roll that again.
All right. Oh,
Ooh, good news.
What a change of fortunes.
you feel the gods smile upon you as you almost whiff your persuasion, but you
That
just
felt
feel
real good. Not
you
gonna
feel
lie.
an unnatural, charisma wash over you as she. Like, well, what do you want to know? I mean, she's Queen of Dragons, mother of at least the chromatic ones, to my knowledge. Granted, I'm not too knowledgeable about her. You have to ask some of the higher up members rather than me. But what is it? What is it in particular you are looking for? What kind of knowledge?
Go ahead, give me the recruitment pitch. Like when you try to find more fodder for your raids. What is it? What is the religious evangelical pitch for the Queen of Chromatic Dragons?
Well, the world is in chaos right now, is it not? After the breaking, our queen promises to uphold a new era of peace and under the rule of the dragons. She's what's the word I'm looking for? She's conquered many a realm, and they all prosper under draconic rule. And now she turns her eyes to Loroupa. We wish to bring an era of security to this to these uncomfortable times for some.
You gotta know that sounds like a load of horse shit.
Especially coming on the back of pillaging a town.
Yes,
Gold
well,
for
Yeah.
her.
you know, sacrifice a few to save the
Alright.
many.
Furlong, last question. Unless my friends have others. Do you, personally, genuinely think this is a good idea? Or are you just in it for yourself?
I mean, I believe it's better than what we have, but yeah, I won't lie. The thought of having some sort of power is attractive, although not enough to get killed by you folks. If
Oh, I get it. Okay, I see what it is. You're a little fucking loser who joined this cult so you could finally step on other people. You're the worst kind of fucking coward I ever met.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I'm with the big guy on this one. But the good news is, you're not a threat, so I'm comfortable letting you go. You let them know who sent you.
Stream tax.
There you go. All right, Vivian, where's yours?
Sleeping in the cat tree. I could go collect
Oh.
them.
Well, no, leave them. Don't disrupt the
No,
baby's sleep.
that's fine. Puck has to pay the stream tax because she walks directly in front of my stuff.
I'm sure at some point Pancake will show up.
Anyways, yeah, you're a bitch. And I'm sick of seeing you.
If that's all, I will be off then.
Griffin walks up to her, and just kind of reaches out a hand for a handshake. It's like, thank you for taking the time to answer my questions, honestly.
She'll what's the word? I'm blanking on so many words today. She'll eventually reach her hand out, just kind of with a moment of hesitation beforehand, and take your hand.
Yeah. Griffin pulls her towards him and headbutts her in the nose, so she has a nosebleed going out of here.
Yep.
All right, roll a unarmed attack with advantage.
It's just a strength check, right? Because
Yes, strength plus proficiency.
Just tell her to make her look good to her superiors, like she had to run from a fight.
I'm gonna do longsword because that's just
Yeah, that works because there's no magical bonus right now.
well, it's a 23 either way.
Yeah,
Get him.
23 hits. What's your strength score?
+4, so be
5 points
5
of
damage.
Yeah, 5 points of bludgeoning of headbutt damage, and
Yeah,
the nose is definitely
to her
broken.
nose.
And she's
Griffin
steps
just
out
kind of shoves her away. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She curse in Draconic.
Hey, he knows those.
I call her bitch and draconic, and then
Also, this is great for Kenny's arc of that his forehead is so goddamn tough from all the rocks he took to the dome. Like those monks training their hands by punching sand.
right? Yeah.
Now that she's gone, I assume that she leaves her stuff behind, right? Because that's what Griffin told her to do.
Yeah, she's not gonna try to reach out. You hear more Draconic cursing as she eventually leaves the cave.
I kind of like walk up near the desk to get a closer look at that map that she was pointing out. Is anything on the map either different from maps we would be used to seeing? Or like, is there anything that jumps out at Vivian as she's observing the map?
So, with a cursory glance right now, you can. It's your typical map of Hyrulean. You see there is a arrow sketched from Welterville. If you can go to players. Wow, look at that, guys. There's a map of Hyrulean.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you can see there's a along that pathway down, like at the bottom from Welterville to Porteth Athaway, there's little arrows pointing, towards it. Which once they reach Port Athaway, they kind of head off to the northwest, and then just kind of stop around the little forest, I would say.
Hmm.
You see. Let's see. Where's the rest of this? Keep. On a separate sheet next to the map, you also see a piece, a sheet of paper that's covered with just little tick marks, and then at the bottom contains a note saying, "Everything must be freighted north to Port Balanu. Rezmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones." Yeah. If you look through the other papers, you can also find a lot of bad poetry about dragons. That's.
I think she holds up one of those pieces of paper and then she's kind of like she snickers. She's like, yeah, "Okay,
That's
all right."
what the
Griffin just
module
over.
says.
Just oh no, oh this is bad.
Yeah, there's a
I do
love
think-
letter. There's a love letter
Ooh.
to the Dragon Queen. It's
A love letter.
it's bordering the line of smut at a certain point.
I'm starting to regret we let them live.
This is kind of sad.
This
Now-
is a little sad.
She is. She's
they-
like take a look at the poems like a little closer. She's like trying to make sure that the really bad poetry isn't actually code for something, because Vivian, in her heart of heart, really hopes that people aren't writing poetry that badly.
I'm trying to decide if it's separate handwriting or not. Right now, I think it's all the same handwriting.
Oh no!
Adding lore to
But
this
it's complicated
character.
everything, I guess. But yeah, I think Vivian will probably like put the stuff that they find, like she'll roll it up and then put it away so we can bring it back with us.
Yeah.
Since it seems important.
Put that into the party items. Just notes from Dragon Cave.
Cool.
Or Dragon Hatchery. Or whatever. I don't know, man.
Whatever this place is.
Yeah.
Dragon bullshit land.
Yeah, that works too.
Alright. Well,
Griffin
shit.
is gonna go check on the eggs real quick.
Yeah, you make your way back down the ladder, and eggs are where you left them.
Okay,
I was gonna say, we can probably just grab those and like start getting out of here.
that's kind of the idea, right? It's like
I mean, yeah, which way did she get? Did she seem like she could leave from this area?
I think she went this
Uh,
way,
Yeah, she went down this
based on
way.
token movement.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just like peek my head up into this like area up here before, not like I won't fully go in there. I just kind of peek my head up in the corner, like just to make sure nothing like goes that way.
Peeking your head, you see it's just a small offshoot, like a room.
Yeah.
It contains a bed at the far end. And you can see kind of next to the bed is a small trunk. Like a little,
Alright.
just a little luggage crate.
Everybody stand out here while Griffin opens it. In case it
you're learning.
explodes in mist again.
Griffin is going to go check it for traps.
Roll an investigation.
That's my strong suit. Hang on.
For sure.
Sorry, roll 20 is taking a second.
Not a problem.
It's doing nothing.
17 is really good for Griffin.
Yeah, you
It's average.
looking, you take a careful look at the trunk and find nothing that really, stands out to you as a trap.
As part of this investigation, is it locked?
No. Don't need
I
an
open the
investigation
trunk.
for a lock, though.
Be careful, you might find more bad poetry.
That's the real trap, is it's just spring-loaded to
Right,
throw smut
right.
in your face.
Right.
Do I find more bad poetry?
Yeah. Opening up the trunk, you see it contains mostly a lot of clothing. It contains another robe, very similar to what Frulam was wearing earlier, before she left. You also see a small key resting off to the side on top of a lot of the clothing. But the rest of it is just
This key.
generic,
Griffin.
Yeah.
Griffin is going to tell everybody to hold tight right quick. He's going to take the key, and for his own sanity, he's going to run back to the really ornate chest in the other room that blew up in his face, and he's going to test it. Is it that chest?
Yeah, you twist the key, it locks, and you untwist it, it unlocks, and none of the acid traps go off.
Yeah, okay. Griffin
During that time it takes Griffin to go down there and do that, I'm gonna ritual cast Find Familiar to get Maple back.
There it is. Maple!
She returns! The return of the queen.
Oh. There's two of them. There you go.
Maple just hops out from her hair, from the back of her hair. She's just like, hello, Maple.
Oh, actually, do you need components for?
Ooh.
You might need.
Thank God you're not still an ox, so we can watch Maple fucking rise up out of the ox form.
I think there's components for Find Familiar. Yeah. It's like incense and
gold worth of incense.
Yeah. So you would not be able to do that just yet, because that is consumed upon use, if I remember correctly.
Well, doesn't she just have her her thingy, the what do you call it?
The arcane focus.
Yeah, her arcane focus.
Yeah, that works for anything without a gold cost. Anything with that has anything that has gold costs, you need to buy, and then depending on whether or not it's consumed is another thing.
Okie dokie.
Maybe this lady's got one of those creepy shrines to a dragon that has a whole bunch of incense in front of it.
Just blocks of spell grade incense.
Yeah.
Right.
We never know. Do we want to actually explore more of this place, or are we out?
So Griffin is of the opinion we've accomplished the goal, right? We did what we came here to do. Griffin's good, so he's not here for exploration, but we can. It's probably fine.
Yeah, I don't know how much shit they have left behind.
Yeah, we could maybe find some things that would be useful for me or Venus for magic use. Maybe.
Yeah, let's
don't
look
worry
for
about
the
that.
shrine with all the incense around it.
We shouldn't spend too much time, but we can take a little bit of time to look.
Vivian, what's your passive, by the way?
Let me go back to that page. Boop. Core. Passive perception. My passive 17.
All right. As you're talking, you take a look back towards the direction Frulam wandered off. You can see just a armed Colton member, just kind of peeking their head trying to be stealthy, just kind of keeping an eye on you. They think they're hidden.
I think Vivian just looks around Murzol, like literally like looks around him and tilts her head sideways. It's like, hi. Did you want to join the conversation?
You hear a huh! And they dart back down the hallway.
I guess they're shy.
Trained him like a
Murzol just slowly turns his head back towards that hallway.
We may have not friends waiting for us if we try to leave that way. Or anyway.
No.
So maybe we shouldn't stick around too long.
Yeah.
You hear from the other
Okay.
room. They definitely saw me.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Because it's not a very long passage, so you just hear them like, what are we doing? Like, Freelom said just, annoy them, honestly. Like, are you sure we want to do that?
Yeah, you're accomplishing that, buddy.
Like, Freelom was running off with blood from her nose. Like, what are we gonna do?
I like shoo in the direction of Murzol, and I'm like, all right, your turn, good buddy, let's go. You can scare them some more.
Murzol, do the thing.
Yeah,
Just
just
gonna start walking in as it's all good. I'm gonna start counting down from 60. You either start running or I start swinging. And I'd hurry up because I don't know how to fucking count too well. 60, 30, 1.
That's amazing.
that was great. Punctuated with like giant steps. Amazing.
Yeah, roll an intimidation.
Do I get advantage because I'm really fucking big and scary?
No, you get to roll it because you're really big and scary.
Alright. Does Venus have any bardic inspirations left? She does. I'm gonna hand one of those to myself. As we just suddenly hear her body overtaken by the power of Biff. You showed them what for, governor! That's not the right voice. Oh shit, I don't know why I rolled with advantage. Oh, because I still had the tag up.
I take a 13.
19 with the bardic inspiration.
19. Is,
There it is.
yeah, as you don't give them enough time to start running, but you see that they're beginning to get out. Start trying to scatter as you get to that point.
He won't start attacking. Like, if they are all scattering and running out, he does allow them to leave.
Yeah, you see the two over here, the more ornamental ones. They're trying to keep everyone together without success. As the rest of them just run, and those two just go. God, why?
Your choice, fellas. We doing this to answer you. You're gonna find some wits about you.
Yeah, I feel like we should just get out of here. Like, honestly, yeah. Have a nice day.
Oh, God. We're good.
Yeah.
We should probably make sure we take the eggs with us before we leave.
I think Griffin went down and, like, grabbed them
Griffin.
back.
Yeah, I ferried
Okay.
them up the ladder.
Gotcha. You said checked on the eggs. I didn't assume that meant you also brought them back up with you. Just wanted to be clear.
Yeah.
So we have them.
No,
That's
that's
fair.
good call. Good call.
Yeah.
The room in front of you seems to be a sort of bedchambers for the cult. Numerous bedrolls lay scattered across the ground. Some half-made, others a little more pristine. That's gone.
Yeah, shit. I should have made them drop their coin purses. Fuck.
You actually should have, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else is in here except the bedrolls.
Alright, well,
Well, that was
lesson learned. A lot easier to shake down people on a ship because there's not really anywhere for them to scatter.
Yeah, I
well,
think we can keep going.
yeah.
There's a pathway towards the north that splits off in two directions. Looking down towards the left, you can see you see three cultists, the three more cultists, just kind of huddled together, just kind of picking through what seems to be a bunch of just overturned boxes. A couple like vases and whatnot are just scattered across the ground, broken. You see one on the knees, kind of picking up a couple like copper pieces that have seemed to fallen out of whatever container. Before they just kind of look up and look at you and go, "Huh."
hey, easy, everybody. Drop your coin, get out.
Yeah. You see two of them. These two are the same guys that you told to screw off at the start of the cave.
Yeah, well, you are like officially relieved of your duties. Skedaddle.
What do you mean?
I mean, get the fuck out or I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, okay. Nothing intimidation.
Alright. I don't want to burn all of Venus's Bardics on myself because that feels selfish. So I'll just roll well.
Yeah, 18 is enough for them to like. Excuse me, you're kind of blocking the. Excuse me.
Yeah.
They do drop their coin purses as you ask as well.
Hell yeah, big wins for Murzol. Let's go.
Go, Murzol.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Griffin is not.
Go ahead and roll a d100 for me, Murzol.
34.
You get a total of 34 silver.
Hooray. Oh shit, that doesn't split up evenly by 4. Fuck. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Or does it? No.
Oh, that's much funnier. Oh well.
Alright, well, I think we're done.
Yeah. Off to the right seems to lead back into the main area. There's a small ledge that drops down, and it kind of hidden between a lot of the rocks, so like you couldn't see it when coming in. But
Tricksy bastards.
I can.
Alright. Well, why don't we get ourselves out of here and over to Mutton Chops?
Yep.
You grabbed the eggs,
I
correct?
agree.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Yeah. And I think you guys start leaving the cave, and I think with that it's a excellent time to go on break real quick.
Sweet.
So yeah, we'll be back in 10-15 minutes. Who knows? I don't know. So
When you least expect it.
yeah. Hi, we're back from break. So yeah, last we left off, our team has cleared out this sort of draconic hatchery that the cult has been keeping, scaring off half its force, including Frulam. So, we'll see how that goes. But do you guys make your way back to Welterville? Hello?
We still got you.
Yeah, you guys are making your way back to Wilterville, correct?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't know that was phrased as a question. Yeah, wherever we're supposed to meet mutton chops.
Right. We just don't check in. We just leave. We're just
Yeah.
going to the next place.
Wait,
Joke's on you, asshole. We got dragon eggs to sell. Shit goes for a pretty penny. Or
Yeah.
copper, or whatever.
So, you guys make your way back to the Wilterville with dragon eggs in tow. Yeah. I'm probably gonna go back to the keep, so I'll put that map on instead. As you get to the keep, the guards at the front gate greet you and go, "Hi, what's up?" Okay.
Man, alright.
Governor Nighthall is in the main area. Probably want to see. It's a dragon egg.
It's a don't fucking worry about it is what it is.
Fair
How
enough.
about you mind your business?
You guys make your way to Governor Nighthill's tower, and he's sitting on the first floor, just kind of combing through some paperwork. Signing some things. He's still in his cast, but looking significantly less beat up than last you saw him. He's going through some healing. As you guys enter, he notices you. He's like, hello. Did you I assume you completed your task?
I mean, yeah, otherwise we wouldn't be here.
Well, you never know. Tomas has made his way out by now, but oh, I forgot to mention that. You completed chapter 3. You guys level up.
Ooh.
I should mention that. Just gonna be.
I feel stronger somehow, magically.
I meant to mention that during break, but slipped my mind. I was gonna sit on that information all night.
Whoops.
So yeah, you can do your level up now, or you can do it after the game. Probably should do it now, honestly.
Oh boy.
Need to.
I've been doing well on rolls before.
Yeah, let's go through.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, but
Not ideal.
It goes around. Yeah.
But yeah, upon reaching level 4, you guys do if you do get to choose a feat or a ability score increase. So
It's going straight into Constitution, baby. Pumping that health.
definitely need it after that 1 on hit die.
We're up to 52, baby!
Jesus Christ.
So strong!
Yeah. Oh, but
And my AC goes up by 1.
Yeah, I'm not rolling.
oh, Griffin, buddy.
That's fair.
Y'all. That's 2 of my 3 level ups. With 1 HP.
Yeah, I got average because I roll average.
Yeah, that's just rough for both of you.
Biff does feel stronger, but he feels unsure about how to channel this strength.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, obviously, I'm not going to touch Dyto's sheet.
Yeah, fair. Ooh, I get my stronger wild shapes. Nice.
Yeah.
And I can maybe swap around my cantrips.
But as you get to Night Hill, he's Tomas left you all a what you were owed. Said it was 150 gold apiece. So he left 4 bags. Hopefully he counted it right. If not, you can take it up with him.
Yeah, don't worry, we will, because we got other shit to bring up to him.
He also left told me to give you guys a message. He said he's off to Port Hathaway to follow the cult and track them down. He told you he told me to tell you to meet him at a tavern there. What was the name of it? What was the name of it? Oh, that's fun. It was what was it? The Black Antler, something like that. Yeah, it was the Black Antler. So he also has paid for a carriage and a couple horses for you, in in the case that you decide to continue helping him out.
Horses!
Clap, clap.
Make your journey a little bit easier on you.
Out of character question, are there any feats we are not allowed to take?
Let me check the
Like,
feats
if I wanted
again.
to take Warcaster, is there a reason I can't?
No, Warcaster's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I don't. Warcaster's fine. I think like things like the Dragonlance ones are the only ones I would raise an eyebrow at. But
I so considered taking Tough, but I might save that for 8.
Mm.
To
Warcaster
further,
is such a good druid feat to take.
oh, it
It's
is.
so convenient.
And Tough is a great barbarian feat to take. Just double my HP and further pain the DM.
You already have enough hit points. You have 52.
Or
That is more than double what anyone else has.
not enough. Rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers, so true.
Well, kind of a dick move that I gotta, just take off before we got back, but alright.
Well, he, didn't want to waste time. Wanted to ensure that Colt was within his sight.
Yeah, no, we're only the ones stopping it for him.
He just kind of chuckles. But if you need anything, feel free to shop around before heading off. Did you get any new information about this cult, by the way? And another question: what are those you're holding?
Answer 1. I think we'll handle that with what's his face, since he's actually doing shit about it. And 2, don't worry about it.
I mean, I feel like you should probably at least know the basics of what's going on if it relates to the town.
It sounds like
He
he
knows
got
what
sass
they're
kicked. Yeah.
The good news is it doesn't sound like they're coming back.
That honestly is good news.
True.
I don't know if we could survive another attack. Where our numbers are, quite low as it is.
I would avoid going to the port we're about to go to.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
and then I would avoid.
If you make your way back up towards Ravanica, could you talk to someone in charge, maybe get a militia down here? Be nice.
Yeah, just I'm actually asking this as a serious thing. Just write up a letter or something that we can
Yeah.
hand to somebody.
Yeah. And he'll quickly jot down a very important looking letter.
I do not exactly have the reputation nor the patience for a natural conversation like that.
I should have written up the letter beforehand. That's thank you. I feel like something like this is much safer with you than a courier nowadays.
Yeah. Well, no, this is right. the cold ain't coming back. I'd focus on your folks here.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
We're currently trying to, get some, new lodgings set up for those who have their homes destroyed. It's a lot of paperwork, as you can see. But seriously though, for everything you did, thank you. You've helped a town more than you realize.
No, really, it was our pleasure. I would never leave a town defenseless if I could help you.
Hold a
You're
second.
so welcome.
I just turn my head slowly and raise an eyebrow at you.
Yeah, but one cultist leader, and then all of a sudden you're big swinging dick over here. All right.
It's only an 11.
He raises eyebrow at you, but just lets it drop.
Kitty tax.
Griffin just shoots his winningest smile. Aw, cat tax.
Cat tax.
Cat tax, woo! Joyous
Meow.
day. If there's nothing else, I do have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, don't let people, if you can. I mean, like, you can let them go. I'm sure it's not like a dictatorship, but I would strongly recommend they don't come to the town we're going to. For the time being, until you maybe get an all clear. That's not all clear message. And then also, I would avoid I don't have the map up because I'm still doing the level up thing because druids take a minute. The other port that starts with a B.
Belena.
I'd avoid that one too. In the forest, kind of to the northwest of that.
The Colts are planning on attacking those areas?
That attack is a strong word. Not sure what they're doing there. But I would avoid those areas.
Mostly just stick within your town limits.
Yeah.
I have enough to worry about without going outside them, so not a problem. But yeah, if there's nothing else you guys need of him, he'll go back to signing paperwork. The day is yours. You guys have a carriage set up for you whenever you need to leave. Whenever you decide to leave.
So, gang, I do have to point out, they're short on people here, right? They need strong bodies to help rebuild the town, and we've done more than enough. I feel like there's a good opportunity for us to fill in the interim while they get back on their feet. Dragon Cult, whatever, they're on their way. We don't have to worry about them. We sent them packing. We could just stay here. We could just gainful employment, easy picking.
I hold up my arm and I go to make a strength, the little thing, and it's deflated. Just I think strong is a very strong word. That's not where my skills lie. I am genuinely curious about what's going on. Yeah, she's got her negative strength.
Just an awful. It was really an awful vision that came to my head.
Just the cartoon moment where Bugs Bunny flexes and it goes
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
Pushing it like a spring.
I'm imagining SpongeBob anchor arms when they pop.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it really is. She could blow a skin bubble, but she wouldn't. I don't like that. We're not doing that.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, so I forget I said that. We're gonna delete those words from the existence of the world.
Nope.
Take those back. Just rewind that.
Sorry,
anyway.
they've been recorded.
Yeah, so I don't think that's where my skills lie, and I am genuinely curious about what's going on with this whole cult thing. As I previously mentioned, I do like nerdy learning shit, so I prefer to be less upfront in it, if I can be, but I would like to kind of keep an eye on what's going on for general knowledge.
Yeah, and I kind of like kicking the teeth into smug bastards like Fruit of the Loom. Nothing pisses me off more than cowards like that.
It
I
was
don't
very
know.
gratifying.
Fucking desks and their fucking ideals of, oh, we're bringing peace to a troubling time. Nah, they're just an asshole who wants power, but is too chicken shit to get it themselves. So they try to step on the little guy. And fuck that. So, I'm gonna find Fruit of the Loom, I'm gonna shove his head up the ass of the nearest dragon, and then kill that dragon, and then kill Fruit of the Loom.
It's a very turducken experience you've just described. I do feel compelled to ask, because have heard from all of us, Venus, how are you feeling about all of this right now? Please, and don't spare any details about your inner thoughts and emotions.
By Jove, I haven't quite had the chance to settle in and really think this over, but I don't like the thought of what they're doing to all of these kind, gentle folk. I may not be one that's privy to violence or murder as much as our large green fellow over here, but I do want to help as much as I can. Pip pip cheerio.
But don't
you,
you
Biff.
feel like we could help so much more here, where there's injured and rebuilding and other such things?
An interesting counterpoint, Sir Kenny. We would only be helping a singular village, whereas if we go and take on the cult as in of itself, we're helping all of the country, the world even.
Biff, you've broken the fourth wall. My name is Griffin, not Kenny.
I'm sorry, it's very
Reality crumbles around you.
Within the past 24 hours, I have been you, Griffin, I have been Vivian, I have been an ox as Vivian, and now I am Venus. You are inhabiting 3 different parties in 24 hours. See if your mind doesn't fucking break.
Have you been me?
She's like a
Oh, you
little
just oxed
twitch.
me.
I don't know who I am anymore, Vivian. I'm coming undone at the seams. The Biff is no more. It has ceased to be. I think I'm starting to mentally break. Getting too into it. He's going method.
Thank you, Venus, for that enlightening interchange that we
Just kind of.
Nighthill just kind of looks over his shoulder like, you guys good over there?
We do not ask for your opinion. Oh no, now I'm becoming Murzol.
I'm gonna... Adventures are weird, man.
Griffin
Wow.
just sighs and accepts that this is happening. He has failed once again to talk anyone out of it. We're just in it.
Yeah.
Like, Griffin, you could stay behind if you really want to, but I mean...
Well, if you insist, Griffin is going to go ask if there are any guard positions open.
Wow, that was immediate.
Is this just rolling a new character? I can't tell.
I'm trying to decide. I think
yeah,
at this point, Griffin's just kind of in it at this point. He's hoping to get anybody else out of it, and nobody's biting, so he's gonna stay along. Also, I could roll a new character. I actually can't roll lower on health. It's not possible.
It really is.
I could play a wizard and probably be at the same health total.
That's so bad.
It is your choice. If you want Griffin to just be like, this isn't for me.
No. We're gonna keep going. Now, if Griffin does happen to pass on because of the health point rolls, that is what it is. But
Right.
we're gonna see this through to the end. I did take the tough feat to counteract the rolls. That wasn't the plan, but seeing the second roll on, yeah. Anyway,
did Tuffy add itself to your character?
did it not?
I don't know. You have a lot of like low health, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
The ones he rolled.
So I have gotten a 1, a 1, and I believe the other one was like a 7 or something, right?
Yeah, you rolled high on the
So-
first. We'll figure this out later.
Oh, no.
Honestly.
Yeah,
That's
I've rolled a
off-camera
1
thing.
twice.
Yeah.
On a D10, I rolled a 1 twice.
I feel like I feel like I should, help out a little bit, but I don't know how.
No. I made the choice. I have to live with the consequences.
Yeah,
He sure does.
I was
No, that's fair.
I was staring at a 6. I got to just press the average button. I said, no, surely it won't happen twice.
Yeah. Anyway, so what are you guys doing? It is. I will say it is getting later into the night. It's probably around like 5-6 right now.
I think Vivian's going to try to find a market if it doesn't seem like they're about to go to sleep anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, you can roll. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to find a market. Just roll an investigation. Let's see what you get. It's not high DC.
The problem is finding an unsmushed market.
An unsmushed market. Will it let me leave this open, my character sheet this open?
Oh, are you still leveling?
I'm still picking spells. I'm so sorry. That druid life.
Yeah, druids are rough.
Yeah, you're slightly more complicated than the rest of us right now.
Yeah,
Just a touch.
Hold on, I'm just gonna pick some random ones that sound good. And I guess I can change them later if I really, really need to.
Yeah, because you can
compare. That's good. Yeah, okay, cool. Next. Slide changes. Building character. You said investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
Do.
Oh. Let me tell you. You found the market. Yeah, you go off on your own, or is anyone going to market as well? Actually, I should ask.
I mean, yeah, I guess we're just kind of chilling out together.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, it takes a little bit, not as long as it would have, but it does take a little bit to find a stand, and you do eventually, kind of in front of a mostly collapsed building, you do see a small stand. You know what? Roll a d6 for me. Let's make this interesting.
Okay.
Make it spicy.
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
The dice like me.
You see.
You should have rolled for hit points. You know that?
Yeah, I already took the average, so.
You did roll max twice after that. But yeah, you see a male half elf running a small makeshift stand. Seems to be kind of has in front of him just a couple of random little gems that he seems to have found, and in paint and above it, and kind of like almost elvish script. It's just gems and jewels.
Gems and jewels.
Yeah. And he's just calling out, "Get your gems here!" That was not a good voice. That's the voice I'm going with. "Get your gems here! Get your gems!"
Oh boy.
That was not the voice I was going for. I think I had a voice crack during that. And now I'm stuck.
It's the perfect voice. He's amazing. Okay, so he's speaking Elvish as he's saying that, or common?
Common.
Okay. Then I'll walk up in also in common. Just like, oh, do you only have jewels and gems and things here, or do you have anything else?
Oh, well, I think I can find a couple. What are you looking for?
A few different things, to be honest. Let's see where it's 10, I think, gold points of. There it is.
You see a couple building down. This is another stand.
Okay. Yeah, she's looking for like the charcoal, incense, and herbs and stuff for her find familiar. The 10 gold points worth of that. She's gonna get some of that.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, you're looking for the spell components. Well, you come to the
Yeah,
right place.
especially like druidic kind of ones.
Yeah.
let's see. I stole these from a little weird druid I found earlier. He just sets down a crate.
All right. I will not ask any questions further beyond that. That sounds good to me.
Pulls out a bit of moth and like,
What is this? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just regular moss, nothing important.
Hey, you want it?
No, it's probably just regular moss. We sometimes just pull stuff off the ground and use it.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's like, okay, I need some incense and other things that generally smell good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You were able to buy the spell components you need for Find Familiar.
Yeah, cool. I'm just making sure. I'll just like look through and make sure that it's the right amount, and I'll tell you what that is, and I can just deduct that from my total. I know, like, there's several spells I know that I have that need gold points, like random, like 10 gold points here and there. So I'll figure out what it is, and then I will let you know.
I'm not gonna. You rolled the most boring shop I have here. There's some. I have interesting shops on this sheet.
Sorry.
I should have just chose one.
We found the elf who's only 100, so he hasn't quite hit puberty yet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I personally feel a little insulted, but
It happens. Everybody has that one voice that does not come out as you intend it to.
It was supposed to be Elven, and a little bit, but no, it just squeaked.
It turned out it was the Keebler elves. It's fine.
Yeah,
It was elven, just not the right elves.
Yeah.
Also, do they happen to have any like clerical things here too, in case?
Sorry,
any of
what
that
was that? I got distracted. What's up?
Do you have any like cleric-y kind of things, or like holy-ish things? It doesn't have to be clerical. Like any kind of holy water or powdered silver.
Holy water.
Or...
I did raid the church earlier. Let me
Great.
I don't want to say raid.
Great.
After the cult came in and
Does not
almost
help
killed
your
everyone.
situation there, bud.
But they were just leaving all this holy oil, just laying around.
Okay, cool. I'm mostly interested in that incense and stuff, but I'll just I'll just get whatever I need. So I'll just message you with the stuff that I get later once I confirm exactly how much stuff I get.
I don't know why I made him a klepto. It just happened.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. I stole the shit. Alright, well.
Alright, I'm done here. Did you guys want to do anything else in the market?
So what are you? Do you have a list of what you're buying yet, or?
I'm just gonna take me a minute.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's also another stand like down the way.
I don't need
houses down.
a whole lot of spell shit.
I don't know. They might have some interesting, useful
He's
weapons.
just like, well, I'll be. You don't need spell stuff.
Yeah, no, it turns out when you have a sword that's fucking bigger than most people.
Well, don't you know the pen is mightier than the sword?
You want to test that out?
No, not particularly, honestly.
That's what I thought. See, that's the thing about you caster types. It's like, Like, oh, I can cast a fucking fire from my hands. Yeah, it doesn't really matter when I cut your hands off, then you got nothing.
He just turns to you, Vivian, like, the big guy kind of scares me.
Yeah, that's what he's good for.
I'm not the caster.
Well, it's probably good that you don't need your hands then, potentially.
No, I need them.
Yeah, it needs him for raiding.
Oh.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I do other things. I have this
Like
little
what?
gem shop. You know, jewelry.
Oh, where'd you get the gems from?
You steal them?
I feel like I'm... This isn't a...
Look, buddy, I'm pretty clearly not a guard. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I am a pirate.
Yeah, I steal them.
There we go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the only component it looks like I have that's actually got a price associated to it currently is the Find Familiar, because there's other ones that have components, but none of them have a price that I haven't gotten that isn't
Yeah.
because I have the Gilded Acorn, but that's not consumed. That's just something I had to get previously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you also
I think that
got
she'll
the
get-
acorn.
Yeah. But
From-
but she got that earlier.
Yeah.
So I think she'll get 30 gold points worth of like the incense and other things that she needs for the 3 castings of Find Familiar for right now.
All right, so we've established that this guy stole like all of his wares, right?
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Is
right.
Griffin here? Like, did we go together, or is it?
That's
Yeah,
it. That's
just
up
You
to
were
Yeah.
welcome
you.
to tag along.
Say again.
You were
that-
welcome to tag along. It wasn't like
Yeah,
exclusionary.
It's entirely up to you whether or not you went along.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So Griffin's gonna be like, "Oh, you stole all of it."
Well, most of
Keep
it,
hustling.
yes.
Yeah. Griffin's gonna pat him on the back, and I'm gonna try to sleight of hand a gem out of his pocket.
Sure, roll a sleight of hand.
I'm glad I already bought my incense. I'm really glad I already bought my incense.
Look, he can't be mad for getting stolen things.
Yeah. I feel like Griffin knows he messed it up, and he just makes eye contact as he's pulling his hand back. Just treats him a winning grin, and then just walks away.
Can't fault a guy for trying.
Anyway, thank you for
Sorry,
the incense. I'm going to leave. I'm so sorry about him.
So I, not gonna lie, someone came down here. I was not paying attention for a little bit.
No, Griffin rolled an 8 on his sleight of hand to steal from the thief.
He rolled an 8 on his perception.
Well,
Yeah.
tie goes to the who?
That's complicated, right?
That is
It is-
complicated.
That is strange. Oh, that's why you don't roll. That's why you use passive, isn't it? Well, I rolled. You can have it. I don't care.
Mm.
This is a one-time
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, I will. What sort of gem do I get? How much? Better question. How much gold worth of gemstone do I get? Pulling it out of his
So
pocket?
you kind of reach into his pocket and pull out a kind of taking a quick glance. It's like a small like a pearl of some sort, and you pocket it. You do not know yet how much it's worth.
Okay.
Hey, we got it for 0, so any gold amount is profit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we got a bunch of gems too, I think, but that's probably better to sell in a big town.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah,
thiefy
Griffin
McPherson.
Yeah.
Griffin looks very pleased with himself. Like
Yeah,
he is just hopping his step, right?
Okay, so
Vivian just shakes her head and she's
We're
like,
about
"All
to
right,
go
thank you for
down
the
the group
incense."
to be a guard.
what were you
Now look at how
buying,
happy you are.
Vivian? By the way, Just
Vivian
incense?
bought 30 gold points worth of incense, and then as that whole exchange happens, and she clearly sees it happen, she just like shakes
Yeah.
her head. Anyway, thank you for the incense.
Of
bye.
course, of course. If you need anything else, you know where to come to. I'm Palto, by
Okay.
the way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Vivian.
I'm going to do something stupid.
Boy.
What's your passive?
My passive is 17.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the other hand, as he's shaking your hand, reaches towards your pack.
I look at him like deadpan down at the hand, and I take my free hand and I pick it up and I look at Murzol.
I just catching that. I'm just gonna grab this kid by the scruff and pick him up. You forget where your hands go?
It was just a hug. It was just a hug.
Oh, a hug. Mm-hmm.
Of course, of course.
I'm not actually missing anything, right? He didn't like get away with anything.
No, he
You should generally ask first. Especially when you don't really know someone that well. We only just met.
Right.
This is a pretty big thing.
But please don't hurt me.
That's Vivian's call.
Yeah, whatever.
Kind
Don't
of
fucking
looks.
touch me again.
Okay.
Alright.
Griffin's gonna like walk backwards as the kid's getting set down and be like, "Hey, kid," he's gonna hold up the pearl that he took. Get better.
My pearl.
Yeah. Just drop him. You gotta look at that. It's nice.
He just starts crying.
And Vivian just shakes her head and walks
Alright.
away, and like she's kind of got a
Alright.
huff, and she's like, "Let's leave. I'm done in the market. We can go do whatever now." And she's generally kind of like ticked off, but in a really annoyed, not actually angry way. It just seems like this bothers her in a way that's
Yeah.
deep set in her core.
It's not hard to be mad at a guy sniveling and crying on the ground.
That too.
I made some I made some choices that I did not think were going to happen with this with this shop.
Yeah, that's demon, baby. You search a riff, and then the dice say, "Actually, go fuck
Yeah.
yourself."
I just I panicked and created a personality.
Sometimes it happens that way.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have a decent streaming setup. Murzol's interested in checking out this other shop. I mean, we got time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a d4 this time.
Not the D6.
Yeah, I reduced it to the interesting ones.
Well, I got the fourth most interesting one.
You did. Yeah, give me a second. So, you meander over to the other stand that's been set up. People have it's a weird street. I don't know. And you you find
It's the same elf with a mustache. Oh, you're a sharp different man.
Yes, I'm
What a
very
fake.
different. No, sorry. Yeah. You find a small stand with the title Finders Keepers on it. You see it's as ramshackled as the other one was, as hastily put together as the other one was. This is more so. Almost looks like a tent made out of entirely wood. With a small signpost that's scrawled in just this awful handwriting. Finders Keepers. Looking into it, you see a small dragonling in it, who's kind of rifling through a chest, and kind of looks up and like,
Hello. Customers? Yes.
Murzol just kind of looks to the rest of the group like,
Right. You said Dragonling, right? I heard that correctly?
Yep, a dragonling.
do only thieves run businesses in this town?
Currently, I guess, at least.
It
Griffin
makes
walked
sense.
in,
The
sees
first one was an
dragonling,
accident.
and just acts like against his better judgment, slaps his own forehead. Just
Ah, you got a bug on your forehead? What's wrong?
No, but there is one on the floor.
What?
Never mind.
You customers? You need stuff? You need
What
I
are
got
you
stuff.
selling? Anything interesting?
I've got many interesting things.
He pulls out, or they pull out, sorry, a small little box and like open it. And it's a little music box. Makes a wonderful sound.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Puts it on the counter. Let me roll on the item table real quick. Let me
this
pull
is
out.
delightful.
Let me pull out an item table real quick. Actually, this one. I'm going to roll a d100. Give me a second. Yeah. The next one is this opalescent little conch shell. That they kind of look at you like,
listen. Don't steal. I keep
Griffin
you and I.
listens.
yeah. You hold it up to your ear, and you hear as you hold it up to your ear, you hear this kind of witch-like laughing.
Ooh. Scary.
Just this cackling that you just kind of listen and you just pull it back, like kind of looking perplexed.
Griffin places the shell back on the counter and leaves the shop.
Oh, I guess he really doesn't like the ocean anymore. I'll have to kick off the pirate ship.
They pull out
You don't like that? No. Oh, they're gone.
Like no, nothing. Like dead silence, no expression. Just not gonna mess with it.
Just full Irish goodbye, just leaves.
They next pull out this kind of silver statue of a raven and go,
Bird.
Not bad.
That is a bird, congratulations.
Anything here you like? I got more stuff. What do you want?
Are any of these items magical, and is that bird the statue I think it might be?
roll an Arcana check.
I will.
It is the statue of burdening. It lets you bird.
18.
You would definitely recognize it as a figurine of wondrous power, specifically the Raven one.
Ooh, neat. Okay. What, how much for the raven?
Oh, bird?
Just thinks to himself real quick.
100 gold.
Sorry, how many did he say?
100.
100?
Yep.
What about tea?
What? What was that?
80? Gold.
200 gold.
200? Rude.
No, I really thought about it. 8 is bigger than 1. So 80. That's 8 T's. That's more than 100.
Roll a deception check.
That's the smartest thing that's ever happened with Murzol.
I know.
Roll a deception check at advantage, I would say.
That's
Oh, yeah.
honestly really good.
Try to baffle him with math.
This is the low intelligence run of Fallout. We're like,
Yeah.
Yes, yes, 80 gold.
Yeah, okay. Here you go. Vivian just thought that worked.
You guys are stupid trying to actually do math. You just say some shit, somebody might believe you.
They just
clearly need to take some lessons from you, Muzzle.
they take the goal to
Amazing.
quickly count it out. Surprisingly fast for something that doesn't know 80's big is smaller than 100. Used to go.
That is
Yes.
They can in fact count, but do not understand what the numbers mean.
Nope. You hear
this
they
image.
they're probably counting in Draconic, to be quite honest.
But none of us speak that, so.
Yeah, you just hear going.
I got more.
Yeah, we don't want to buy out of your whole stock.
Yeah, you want
got
to sell
good
to other people
customers.
too.
Let me get the figurine of Wondrous Power into your thing. Well, if I can. But
I can always like manually put it in if I need to.
yeah. Okay, I might have to do that later. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, just put it somewhere on your sheet or into party items, whatever. But yeah.
Okay.
The Dragonling just kind of continues, just talking to themselves mostly. If you just kind of stay put, they're just like,
I got breadstick.
Well, then we're gonna go on that one. I don't need any weird food handed to me by a Dragonling.
are you continuing to shop at this guy?
No.
No, Murzol's out.
Yeah.
We gotta catch up to Griffin and find wherever he went.
Griffin is moving on to the next shop. He's
those are the two shops along this road.
Griffin has returned to the first shop and is giving some pickpocketing lessons to the kid,
Aw.
Ah, yes.
using the
Wait,
pearl
listen.
as the.
Yeah.
He's
So,
returning the pearl, and yeah, go ahead.
I just don't let them know.
Listen, you got to get them looking over here while your other hand's doing stuff over here. That way, they're not
Wow.
looking. It's all about.
Well, I thought I did that with the handshake, right?
Yeah, but like you were kind of on the nose about it, you know. She was still
Ah.
looking that direction. You got,
So I got to kind of like
Yeah.
he kind of just does a jump to the side and then
like a full body jump.
like he just kind of lunged to the side.
Well, now my eyes are definitely on you because that was squirrely as
Yeah.
shit. What are
roll,
you doing?
roll a perception check. Um,
19.
you don't notice anything.
Yeah.
You see, he kind of holds 3 crossbow bolts in between his 4 fingers and just goes,
Like that?
Oh, that's pretty good, kid. Keep hustling. Griffin's gonna see the rest of the crew returning. So, did you get anything interesting from the cursed shop?
Got a
It's
bird.
just a seashell. What's wrong with the seashell?
Nothing. It's just a seashell.
Okay. Yeah, I got this raven figurine. It's I think if I remember right, this one is useful for things like sending messages to people, but it can be used pretty much forever, but it's got like a cooldown period in between using it.
That's handy. No curse or anything on it.
should just be the regular Raven figurine.
I trust you.
Cursed.
I trust your judgment.
It could be cursed. Who knows? Start having dreams about creepy ravens.
Yeah, Griffin is gonna leave the pearl behind with the kid and return to wherever. He can keep the 3 crossbow bolts too, I guess.
He just kind of sticks them into the wood of his makeshift stand and goes,
Yes. I'm learning.
It's a good kid. Bright future ahead of him. What's next, guys?
I guess we go to Port Hathaway in the morning.
Yeah, after a good rest, I definitely could use with a night of sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So long rest time. Where are you trying to long rest?
We're back at the keep.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any watches or anything? Anything silly like that?
No, Murzol doesn't at least. He's pretty confident this place is set. Also, he doesn't get paid to keep watch around here. They got guards.
I think for our party purposes, that no one tries to jump us or steal stuff from us.
I think Griffin would take a shift more just because he doesn't sleep well.
No.
All right. I would say on your watch, roll perception.
Who? Griffin?
As you as you guys make your way back towards the keep and find a place to bed down for tonight.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, you're pretty distracted. Still kind of thinking about just applying to be a guard here.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
And yeah, Vivian does know Druidic.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
Vivian, talking in her sleep in a language
the one
no
thing you do
understands.
notice is this kind of just strange language coming from Vivian as they
So
speak.
Vivian's just talking to herself.
This just kind of magical language.
She's just mumbling to herself, and she seems really perturbed about something. But
yeah, yeah, you're able to take a long rest, so mark that on everyone's sheet.
Oh, my sheet already did it when I leveled up.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
Sick.
yeah. Still.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm thinking to myself apparently.
That is usually where thoughts happen.
Crazy.
Once we finish our long rest, Vivian is gonna make more cookies, like the oatmeal cookies. For her
Hell yeah.
chef eat.
Griffin is going to turn and be like, I really feel like I could use some words of encouragement, maybe some affirmations. Venus, do you have an inspiring speech for us as we start the new day?
Biffus. Yeah, we're gonna go with Biffus.
Biffus?
Kind of snaps awake. Not used to being bright and chipper as Venus is. No, yes, yeah. Encouraging words. Yes, I have those. Have a jolly good day, everybody. We can do it. How's that? Do you feel inspired?
Good enough, I guess.
I'm feeling something. I don't know if inspiration is the word.
Yeah, I suppose you can each choose to take those those inspiring leader temp HP.
How does that shit work? I don't remember.
You get what you get. It
You
is
get what you get.
equal to level plus charisma modifier.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
So
maybe more
8.
once she finishes her level up if she's going into Bard. I don't know if she's
Yeah.
doing the charisma.
well, no, because she won't get the ASI because it's only level 2.
Right.
So it'll be
Sure.
8.
Okay.
8 temp HP from that brilliant performance from Biffus.
Lovely, honestly. It's
Hip Pip Cheerio. Why I decided aggressively old-timey British, I don't know.
Biff is having a very hard time. Biff has been entirely too busy.
Yeah, it has been.
he's got
Like I said,
more
in
work than
24
ever
hours.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, and like before Vivian had started cooking, she would have obviously gotten Maple back. So Maple would have been chirping away in the morning, like a little wake-up call.
Hoot hoot.
Yeah.
Does Maple also get 8 temporary HP?
I mean, she would.
Yeah. I think so.
If that's part of the
There's-
inspiring leader feat, then sure. I'll put the temp HP on Maple.
Yeah, she was up to 6 friendly creatures, including yourself.
Yep.
Neat.
So
Maple is
it's
almost to 2
it's
digits.
a chunky bird.
Maple has 9 HP. Yay! Maple might survive getting hit with gas.
Just
Right.
straight up flexing on other owls.
Hoot.
Hoot!
Hoot. What's up, guys? It's me, Maple. I'm ready for the day.
Just one last thing. Griffin would like, if it's possible, to find a set of split armor for the 1 extra armor class.
Yeah. You would you'd have find a blacksmith. You would have to, or actually, there's a blacksmith in the keep that's working. You would be able to buy it from them. And just kind of regards you gruffly, like, what's up? Oh, armor? Yeah, I got that.
Yes. Listen, I just wanted to know, do you have any public servant discounts? Maybe
No,
guardsman Oh, okay.
if you're
yeah.
if you're part of the people working here, then yes, but
Okay, I'm not.
Just-
I wish I was.
Remind him of the part where you saved this fucking village from the dragon.
right.
It counts as work.
I'm gonna remind you of the part where I have to make a profit, and I don't get money from arming these guys. Like, not much.
You said we weren't gonna pay you at all.
Right. Look, man. Roll persuasion.
Me or Murzol?
I
Someone.
think you. Griffin with advantage because Murzol's helping.
Fine. Sure, why not?
Yeah, it's like, we will pay you, but like, maybe skim a little off the top because we did save this village.
21's all right.
You, yeah, 21's pretty good. You see this dwarven blacksmith roll his eyes more than any human or any creature you've ever seen before he's like, whatever. 180.
Griffin happily hands over 180 gold pieces.
And kind of
Do you have any?
he goes off and just pulls one off the rack and just like, hey, you're scrawny, this will fit you.
Would you be interested in buying my old chainmail?
Let me see it.
Griffin holds it up. It is actually well maintained. Griffin takes care of his stuff.
Yeah. Pretty nice. 35 gold. Is that a deal?
Yep. Griffin hands it over.
Alright.
And
Yeah, the coins
now
are
the
handed
proud
over.
owner of slightly better armor.
Kind of tucks it underneath the table. Alright, now, I have work to do.
Murzol will just leave his normal, mundane greatsword with the guys. Use that for whatever you need. Alright, thanks for working with us on the price.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I don't want to argue too much. I've got stuff to do. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, we should leave. That guy's got stuff to do. He hasn't made it pretty obvious.
True. So, anyone else ready to go ahead and get out on the road?
Venus,
And
anything
definitely-
you need during our stop? Don't want you to feel ignored or anything.
I think I'm good, Governor. Perhaps my
Awesome.
spirit will decide what it needs on the road.
Yeah, if Dyto wants to buy anything, I'll let her do it, retroactively.
Sure. Yeah.
Vivian does get really excited when we eventually get to the carriage and there are the horses, and she is going to try to pet the horses.
You make your way to the stables where the horses Tomas paid for have been kept. You see a little stable hand just kind of brushing down one of the horses as he sees you, like,
Horses and carriage are ready for you. This one
likes these apples the best. Take care of it.
Ooh,
And we'll
good to know.
hand you a bag of 3 Granny Smith apples before leaving.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to go say hello to the horse and try to pet it.
Roll animal handling.
14.
Yeah, with a 14, easily, the horses seem to take a liking to you. They kind of, the one to the left, that pulling the cart, kind of sniffs the bag that you're holding.
Oh, I feel like you've just gotten apples, but maybe we can give you apples later.
Just kind of does that horse, like,
I just give it a little pat on the nose and I just but you are very cute.
So, you guys begin making your way towards Port of Hathaway. Correct? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't want to pull you,
How long
that way.
How long of a trip is this?
On carriage, let's see.
2 years.
It'll be 5 decades. You guys get there. You guys get there, and Tiamat is awoken.
She's already in control.
Yeah.
Right.
No. About, I'd say, a week and a half travel.
Okay. So knowing that, Griffin is going to stop with the party before we leave. We have 3 dragon eggs. They will probably hatch on this trip.
Yeah. What are you guys actually doing?
We should probably have a plan.
Well, as long as they're not being incubated, we may be able to slow things down. Right, that's kind of the interpretation, is that they have to be actively incubated for about a week. Yeah, so as long as we're not actively keeping them warm, they won't hatch. They just can't be incubated for a week.
And if you keep them unincubated for too long, then they will perish.
Right.
But
Yeah, we don't want them to necessarily die, but we can slow things down potentially.
Yeah, just keep them cold.
That's playing with fire a little bit, don't you think? I mean, they're in such a crucial stage of their development.
Yeah, I think if they hatch, I'm not gonna have too much of a problem breaking their necks.
Okay. Hmm.
Griffin is actively putting his bedroll back around his egg, and he's just gonna like hold it.
You start trying to incubate your own egg.
Yep. Griffin is full mama ducking this. Just
All right.
Just-
Knowing that by flight, like a creature that's flying, how quickly do I think that they might be able to get there to the city?
Depends on the creature. Like
A raven? Like if I use the raven,
let's
see.
they would probably get there in about maybe a little under a week.
That wouldn't work then. We'd have to wait until we got closer.
Yeah, it's a long way from to Port Hathaway.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get a message there any faster until we're about, I don't know, 12 hours out, maybe sooner. Let me double check the actual spell.
I think it's just like you can you find an animal to Oh no, it does say distance, doesn't it?
50 miles per 24 hours for a flying messenger. Okay. Yeah, 50 miles per 24 hours for a flying messenger. When the messenger arrives, it delivers your message to the creature, replicating. Messenger doesn't reach its destination before the spell ends. When does the spell last?
This is the
24 hours. Yeah. So as long as once we get to a day, once we get to like about 50 miles or a day, of the town, I can maybe get to some message that we're planning to arrive, so Tomas knows to meet with us. But until then, kind of on our own, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Murzol would rather just smash the eggs now, but like if we just try and not incubate them for the travel, whatever.
I mean, Griffin is currently trying to incubate one of them.
Griffin is not being stealthy about this. He has it wrapped up in blankets and is snuggling the egg.
Griffin.
Alright, you're just making it harder when I gotta snap its neck.
Really gonna push that nature versus nurture thing, aren't you?
Listen,
It is an interesting dilemma for me.
I can fix him.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. I just have concerns.
I mean,
Oh,
have
boy.
you met me?
Yeah, that's why I'm concerned.
I have, and that's part of my concerns. There's the rest of my concerns, actually.
I
think the baby dragon would probably be very cute and potentially. I don't know how well that would work if we were to try to keep it from being evil, but. I don't even know how quickly dragons grow.
I can tell you, you probably know, not very quickly at all.
Griffin
Well, when she says that, she's just like thinking about like how long it actually takes, and she's like, yeah, I don't know how long they're actually like babies for. She's just like, because she assumes that they go from like baby dragon to like young dragon at some point. Like
that's after like 50 years.
Yeah, like
right,
just an evolution, just like Pokemon evolution.
Yeah.
Griffin just kind of leans back and like looks at Murzol. Look, if you have to like snap its neck, that's fine. We'll work it out then. And he says that, but Vivian would definitely clock that as he's saying that. Griffin is petting the egg, like he's very clearly already.
Oh.
So, what did you name the dragon, by the way?
Yeah, I think Vivian like kind of sneaks that in as he's like saying that. He's like, yeah, and what's its name?
Phyllis.
Well, good news, you got something to put on the tombstone.
If
When?
We can be optimistic if.
We can be realistic. When?
When it tries to rip off your guys' face off it.
It could turn out differently, maybe. At the very least, I'm going to have some very interesting notes to bring back for my own research purposes. So, my life will be well lived.
Like, at some point between now and the next session, I personally have to decide the nature versus nurture idea.
Dude,
Yeah.
This is.
I'm not sorry. I warned you at the outset that this was going to be a shenanigans game.
Look, man, I personally did not choose to put these dragon eggs here. Well, I guess
So they were already there.
I guess I chose to keep them here. Yeah, this is on me. No, this is on me. All right.
We have shenaned once, and we will shenan again.
That's right.
Alright, so you're naming yours Phyllis, I guess. Let's see. The last thing I made was an oatmeal cookie, so I guess mine will be named Oatmeal.
Oh my goodness.
No, they're going to be named breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Not oatmeal.
We're not keeping these.
Come on. If you're not going to name it, then let Venus name hers.
The captain had a monkey. Why can't I have this?
Because monkeys don't generally breathe shit at you.
He won't either. Or she. We don't know yet.
Ooh, what if it is like poisonous snakes, where they, as babies, release everything all at once and they don't know how to control it? Oh no.
Yeah,
Don't you know you're the druid? Do they?
I only know so much about dragons. Listen, I don't know if that's something I know about baby dragons with the thing I rolled earlier.
Yeah, roll another nature check. I'll give you it. I'll let you have that.
Okay. She's just like sitting there. She's like, "Do I know that?" No, I don't know that. She's
Not
like,
at all.
Listen,
You're just like, they're baby dragons.
They're babies.
if I had to guess, there's a chance it's like a snake where they may do that, but I don't know. I guess just don't let it breathe poison gas at you or fire.
Need to grab a quick book real quick.
I don't remember what a black
is just for
dragon
me. This is just for me.
Alright.
Black dragons are acid, I think.
Acid? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't let it breathe like acid at you.
Which is equally awful, right? Just
Watch your armor, maybe. And your weapons.
Yeah.
one morning, Griffin just wakes up with acid burns all over his face.
Oh god. It was like sleeping on your face but drooling all over you.
So, by the way, are you preparing? Are you getting food for the journey? Because that is going to be a concern.
I thought the guy said like the carriage and provisions were taken care of for us.
The carriage and horses were.
Right. Lazy bastards. Yeah, we would.
Yeah, we would have gotten provisions to go on the trip.
This is a question for all of you, not just Murzol. How many provisions, and are you buying for the dragons?
Not a single goddamn one.
Right. This is why I said it's not just for Murzol.
It's a week and a half journey, right? So we assume that they'll hatch about a week, maybe longer if we can actually prolong them hatching.
Yeah.
So
I would say I'll give you about 5 days before these things hatch. You have a week and a half.
So we would need half the journey's worth of food for the dragons.
You would need about 6 days worth of food for dragons.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys know how much dragons eat.
No, we don't, because we don't raise dragons.
I don't know, maybe Venus randomly knows something about baby dragons and their food consumption.
Yeah. So I would say, give me a second to look at. Yeah, what kind of food are you trying to get? Are you trying to get just your basic necessities? Or are you trying to get something a bit more you know, a little bit better for you? What kind of food are you trying to get?
All right. How many days are we looking at?
Oh,
Total.
let's see. 11 days.
11 days total.
Yep.
Okay.
And 6 of those days you're gonna have to deal with a dragon.
Right.
If you manage to hatch it.
Sure. Right. I mean, I feel like you just told us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to like the food, drink, and lodging table.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. So, like per day, like a wealthy meal is 8 silver.
Yeah.
Like a chunk of meat is 3 silver. I feel like Griffin, if I just spend 11 gold to make sure Griffin and the dragon have food,
Sure.
like just between preserved meat and other food stuff.
11 gold, I'd say definitely gets you enough for you and the dragon for that time period.
Where is the food table? Is it labeled food table?
Should be. Here, I can
Thank you.
space it.
Appreciate it. I'm just a very visual person.
Yeah. I just looked up food table, not food table D&D. I was just trying to copy and paste it.
Food, drink, and lodge.
Oh, did you? Okay.
You said it was 11 days.
Yeah, 11 days.
Uh,
Murzol, how much food or what kind of food are you buying? How much you want?
Just
How much
the
are you willing to spend
basic-
on food? I should ask.
Just the basic necessities for only himself and not a scrap extra to give to the dragons. Because they're not going to survive long enough to need food.
Yeah, I would say, where is it? Yeah, for just basic necessities for 11 days would be 33 copper.
Yeah.
I think Vivian's probably pretty used to like consuming like.
And also
Not,
keep
like-
in mind, if need be, you can hunt for food and get food on a journey. You might not need to though.
True. But yeah, I think she's used to consuming like not like a bare bones amount of food, but like, you know, not overdoing it. So I'm probably gonna go with the modest food option for the 3 silver pieces a day. And then so it's 33, and then probably with 6 days. Oops. If I put a plus sign where I meant to put multiplication. So that's 51 silver pieces if I did the meat chunk thing too.
That works.
Okay.
I mostly do this because, for those who want to take care of a dragon, you do have another mouth to feed, which...
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah.
In theory, unless Murzol is Murzol.
Yeah.
Unless Murzol makes good on his word.
His job on the ship is to protect people from danger, and you are actively courting 3 big dangers.
But,
Apples aren't
Yeah, I
on this
think-
list separately, but I might pick up some extra apples too for the horses.
Oh yeah, just knock off, I would say 2 silver for like 5 more apples.
Okay.
I don't know if apples are a specific thing that have a gold piece worth. I don't think so. But
Yeah, that works.
yeah. Either way, with the stocking for the journey, I think that is a good time to end today's episode because it is 10:04.
Ooh, buddy.
So, yeah, for outros, we usually go around so people can introduce themselves, tell people who they are, where they can find them. So, Kenny, go first.
Hey everybody, my name's Kenny. I am the Dungeon Master for the main campaign over at Bard Rock Cafe. You can find me there. You can find me on Blue Sky and a Twitter that I no longer really check or use as @KennyRules. Other than that, you'll find me here Thursdays playing as Griffin, and that's about it for me. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you next time.
Steven, you're next.
Me. I am Steven, aka DJ Stevosaurus. That is how you can find me on all socials. Tonight I played Murzol and Biffus, but mostly just Murzol. You can catch me here every Thursday back with these rapscallions and possibly on other places. Just keep an eye out.
Christina, you're up next.
Everyone, I'm Christina, otherwise known across the internet as Greekachu. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Greekachu, although I'm pretty much only a little bit active on Blue Sky at this point, and you can find me pretty active across Discord as well. When I'm not here playing as Vivian the Druid, who is concerned but interested in how this dragon experiment's going to go, you can find me playing on the Ages of Dan podcast, which releases every other Friday, as Leah Faithorn, the definitely not an assassin gardener. Or you can find me being the GM for the Bard Rock Network's Spelljammer campaign that is every other Saturday. We actually have a game coming up this weekend. Tune in, check it out. It'll be exciting.
And I have been Matthew or Arco, whichever. I have been today's GM. Can't find me anywhere. As usual, don't look for me. I cannot be found. This has been Tyranny of Dragons. We stream every Thursday, so tune in next time. There's going to be another D&D stream on Monday. I genuinely do not know what it is right now, because I cannot find which one the last one was, funnily enough. So, D&D stream on Monday. Tune in. It'll be fun. But with that, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Bye.
Bye.